Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be discussing Lido, LidoDAO, and I have a problem, and is I do not have 32 ETH to stake, but no worries, we have Lido. I don't have 32 ETH because, obviously if you guys been following the channel, I don't like ETH that much, but I will say though, this is a good project. Lido right now is at $988 million in market cap, number 66. Volume is 66 million, number 82. Total value locked, it's $25 billion. So one of the biggest that we have seen so far. Circulating supply, it's 895 million and 1 billion total supply. Fully diluted market cap of 1.1 billion. So let's see how it's performed this past year. It's down actually 26%, which not good at all. Started around $3, now it's about $1. So pretty nasty drop. And all time it's down 40%. Let's see, from the all-time low is up 171%, and from the all-time high is down 94%. So not good. I really don't like projects like this, especially when their all-time high was 3 years ago. I will say though, how the price was $6.18. I don't know where they get this 18 from. Maybe with the fully diluted market cap, maybe. In terms of market cap though, the high peak was just recently, right? It looks like it was 2024, but in terms of the price, yeah, there were less coins in the market before, now there's more, so that kind of explains it. I will say though, I could not find the token unlocks of this project. I believe it should be soon. Like it should be like anytime soon, because they were supposed to finish in 2024. So I believe it's fairly soon. I couldn't find it though. But let's see what Lido is and why I like it. So there's 10% that's unaccounted for, but it looks like it finished. This is what it says here on CoinMarketCap. On token unlocks is it finished vesting or whatever, so maybe they're in the vesting period. So validators got 7%, treasury got 40%, investors got 24%, founders got 16%, venture fund, venture round had 11%. So always good to keep an eye out for that. Like it says, I tried to go in here and it says no data available, so it is what it is. So LidoDAO is a decentralized autonomous organization which provides staking infrastructure for multiple blockchain networks. Most notably, the platform provides a liquid staking solution for Ethereum, allowing users to stake their ETH and receive STETH, Lido staked ETH, tokens in exchange, which represent the user's staked ETH and staking rewards. So the LidoDAO is secured by a mix of decentralized governance, audited code, and smart contracts. The Lido protocol runs on Ethereum, which also smart contracts. The process user deposits and distributes staking rewards, among other functions. Several third-party security firms have audited Lido smart contracts in order to identify and address potential vulnerabilities. So the native token Lido, or LDO, which also serves as the governance token for LidoDAO. Holders can participate in governance proposals and vote on key decisions such as board adjustments, new integrations, and platform updates. LDO holders have the right to determine the development and operation of the platform. So Lido currently supports staking for Ethereum and Polygon only with the recent sunsetting of Solana. So why do we need Lido? Because Ethereum, when it switched from proof of work to proof of stake, you needed 32 ETH to stake it and become a validator, and most people do not have 32 ETH, right? So that's kind of why they build this. So it explains it here. Lido aims to make staking more accessible to a wider range of users by pooling stake ETH from multiple users, which negates the need for any technical expertise on behalf of users. Users also don't need to commit a minimum amount of 32 ETH to run their own validator, which lets more people stake their ETH. So that's kind of why they did it. And then the founders are Lido was established by Konstantin Vasily and Jordan Fish in 2020. The organization that helped launch the project by a collective of financial firms and angel investors. Some investors included P2P Capital, Stakefish, Bitscale Capital, and others. So this guy Konstantin, I researched him, and he is a crypto OG. He started peer-to-peer validator, which has almost $5.5 billion in total value locked. He's been around. This was published like 8 years ago. He's been around since where is it? Mount Gox in 2014. He started purchasing Bitcoin back way then. So this is the kind of people I want, starting my projects. I couldn't find if he was still part of the project, right? So that's a little bit of a negative, but it is a decentralized organization, so people come and go and everything. But I just kind of like that he's a crypto OG. And in the past few projects that we've researched, not many are crypto OGs, so definitely a plus. Lido, the token itself doesn't have that many holders, 47,000, and most of them are obviously different Lido wallets and Binance, obviously. So Kraken. So the token itself, majority of the holders are, the team. This is decentralization score 57%, so not really that decentralized, but it is what it is. And as you can see here, it says, I swear I couldn't find it. Like, it's supposed to finish this year, so anything with the coin might finish. If you see a sudden drop in price, then that's probably why. So this is the website. It looks beautiful. I like the colors. I like the ETH colors a lot. It's really, really nice. Anyways, the currently APR is 3.1%, $24 billion in TVL. So you stake your ETH, you receive ST-ETH, and then you could use that in DeFi. So you use like 1inch curve and other DeFi protocols. That's why kind of people like it, because when you stake, you really can't move your assets or really use like Ethereum or Solana, for example. So when you get rewards, you can then use those rewards, right? So that's why people looked for programs like this, like liquidity providing. They have paid out 1.3 billion in rewards since 2020, which is honestly amazing and insane. Have over 4 million invested in security, including audits, bug bounties, and expert reviews. 200 operators. And it is completely open source, which we obviously like. They have all these auditors that you can check out here, and is, from my understanding, completely on-chain governed, non-custodial, transparent, and resilient. So yeah, I like their website quite a lot. They have all these different vaults that you can check out, and yeah, that's about it. So this is their votes and delegation. I have never participated in on-chain voting, so if anyone has in the comment section, let me know. But this is kind of what it looks like. The approval percentage was 5%. Majority of the people, I guess, voted yes. Support was like 100%. It says description: replace Rated Labs with Matrix Ed Link in Lido and Ethereum Oracle set. The script, whatever. So I guess this is pretty cool. This, and then this one got rejected. I noticed though that it looks like it's completely one-sided, and like all the ones that like I checked, like looks like it's completely one-sided. So I don't know how truly, I guess, decentralized everything is, right? But you know, these are their documents. Always check their documents, and we'll go over like kind of the like the risk with this like a little bit later. But I'll leave this in the description down below. Always like check everything out beforehand. You can run operator node here. They have like different updates, and yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like if you want to stake your ETH with them. They actually have this like new way to support decentralization, so you can stake ETH in the DVV vault to get staked ETH rewards, gain points, and help decentralize the Lido protocol. So the reward fees are 10%. So the max cost of the transaction is $16, which, if you know me, you know I hate how much Ethereum costs, and the fee applies to staking rewards only and not taken from your staked amount. So this is kind of how they make money, right? So I mentioned it was 3.1% total stake with Lido, almost 10 billion ETH, and total stakers 475,000. So we kind of already went, what is that, how it works. This is safe to work with Lido, so you know, you could take a screenshot of this. What I do want to focus on is kind of the risk involved with Lido. So smart contract security risk, slashing risk, and ST token price risk. So always make sure, you know, smart contracts are easily, you know, like read, or you know, you're reading these smart contracts, because they do have bugs. So this guy, White Hat Dmitry Tusumak, submitted critical vulnerability on ETH, on Rocket Pool and Lido Finance staking platforms. So you know, always make sure that these smart contracts, you read them before you kind of start investing in them. Another risk is, obviously, Vitalik kind of mentions it, and it's not to put all your eggs in one basket. And he kind of says that here.
I personally am not like just staking all of my ETH, and I'm instead like staking a fairly small portion, is because if you stake your ETH, it has to be on like the keys that access it have to be public on some system that's online. And like for safety, it has to be a multi-sig, and multi-sigs for staking are still fairly difficult to set up. You know, it gets complicated in a bunch of ways. Probably.
So yeah, he says, oh, and then Charles responds, I had to listen to this a few times. I'm just at a loss for words. All of our ADA is staked. Guess what? That's how it's supposed to be for a properly designed proof of stake protocol. Man, if all your ADA is staked, why does it keep falling? I don't know. Why do you keep selling? Anyways, I think what he kind of wants to say is, you know, you have to make sure, like I said, everything is really safe. And this was, you know, last year. So as technology improves and everything improves, I think it should be a little bit more and more safer. And kind of the last risk is regulatory risk. So SEC sues consensus over MetaMask staking, and we went over this a while back. but it says has targeted Ethereum staking, Lido, and Rocket Pool. The third-party platforms MetaMask uses to power its staking feature. So obviously they don't like it, but when the SEC doesn't like something, I like it. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's kind of just really, I guess, arbitrary. Who they kind of target. They target whoever is like the leading founder or whatever. The best project, they don't target it like every other project. So they have also institutional staking, which is pretty amazing if you tell me. And they also tell everyone the risk. They say banks can participate in this. So how can a regulated bank participate in Lido while remaining compliant with international and local AMLs? So I think that's anti-money money laundering and KYC regulations. So know your customer. The Lido middleware is an open source software and is not considered an obligated entity required to conduct KYC AML checks. The technical design of this specific liquid staking solution is purely non-custodial on the level of node operators and self-management by users. So KYC AML checks are conducted by counterparties that provide services surrounding STETH. Depending on the specific service, the KYC ML requirements around STETH might differ. Financial institutions that offer custody or brokerage on STETH conduct KYC AML checks on their clients and incoming funds. And Lido was launched in 2020, and since then it has been running without any major security incidents, while facilitating 30% of all ETH staking. So that's pretty low that they kind of want to get institutions on board on this. Let's see how that goes. I don't know if any institutions are gonna want ETH, but regardless, pretty low that they have this. And Lido multi-chain, so use WRAP ST. I know there's a lot of tokens, so the W stands for WRAP ST ETH across multiple chains for lower fees, faster speeds, and new DeFi opportunities. So Optimism, Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, SCK Zinc, Mantle, Linea, and other opportunities. So that's pretty dope. And you can stake on Polygon, Lido on Polygon too. You get a high percentage, and there's only 5,000 stakers, which is not that much. But if anyone wants to kind of do it, then here it is. Oh, I didn't check this on the. Oh, I didn't have it. That's why. WRAP. No. So this is the WRAP ETH and withdrawals. Yeah, here it is. So it takes 6 days to withdraw. Using Dexys, it takes less. And you see, it costs $80. I do. Let me relax. I'm not gonna promise not to say anything on bad on me. So Lido goes to BNB chain. So they recently announced the staked ETH on BNB. So that's a big plus. That happened August 15th, 2024. Obviously, always good when all these different blockchains and all these services can work together. This is their ecosystem. They have 110 projects, one in Javi, CoinGecko, Coinbase, Curve, Uniswap, Sushi. So they have one of the most robust ecosystems just because they work with a lot of people. So that's always pretty good. And then the last thing is their TVL. So we can see it's increased. And my favorite part of the video, the revenue and the fees collected. So daily fees, they earn a lot. In August they earned in one day just 6 million in fees, which it's really impressive. Annualized fees, so it's 78 million in revenue, 787 million in fees. So they're doing something right. And Masari, my favorite part. So TVL surged by 67% to 35 billion. So I think it's a little bit down now, but regardless, the total net revenue of the protocol, it's 28 million in Q1, up from 13 million last year, 16 million, 14 million, 20 million. So looks like it's only going up, and metrics also are up. Operating expenses though, so they don't generate income, which is a little bit concerning, but you know, it is still kind of like a growing ecosystem. So let's see. So I don't know why I said so much. So anyways, I kind of wanted to show you guys how much these companies are worth, right? Like in terms of stocks, I went on ChatGPT. I searched up what if it gave me like 900 million, which is kind of like the market capitalization right now, and I just picked the first one, Sunrun. I picked it. It's 4 billion. So thank you ChatGPT for nothing, I guess. Anyways, if you go on here, financials, and you check quarter over quarter, Lido just whoops their behind. They generate less than less than a million, 429,000. They are positive though. Obviously, I don't know. This is worth 4 billion. Obviously it generates money. So I don't know. I know where I'm at with Lido as a investment. I absolutely like it, and I do think it's kind of needed for the crypto space. And if you believe in Ethereum, then I don't see why this can increase. Obviously, there's a lot of competition with liquid staking. Rocket Pool is another one. So I think there's a lot of competition. But if Ethereum breaks all-time high, then I see Lido going up, right? I don't see why it shouldn't go down. I think it's definitely worth at least $1 billion. I mean, they're generating so much in revenue. Like if they could cut expenses just a little bit, so if they could generate income, I don't know why operating expenses are so high, like 11.1 million. I think that's kind of a lot. So if they could just cut down expenses, I could definitely see it going up. And if Ethereum just increases in size, so if you believe Ethereum is going to increase to 5 billion, I guess, I don't know, I mean 500 billion, or back to a trillion when it almost got there, then you should definitely take a look at Lido. As for me though, I'm a Ethereum, not a hater obviously, but not the not the greatest liker of Ethereum. Obviously if it got increasingly faster and cheaper, then yes, of course. I do think though it can definitely go back up to $3.50. So it could definitely go back up to this, especially if everything increases. And you see everything in the community sentiment is over 80%. But yeah. Anyways, intrigued to your thoughts. Damn, this was a long ass video. Anyways, intrigued to your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.